What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. Today, we're finally starting the big one, and I'm super excited to do it. Before we jump right on in, I need to talk about a couple of things. So, this is our hunter for the upcoming expansion. Not a lot has changed, at least in the looks department. Really just kind of slapped on a shader and changed out one exotic piece, but otherwise it's mostly the same stuff. We can take a look really quickly here. I've got a build specifically around this particular weapon set, so we can get more linear fusion ammo, makes my bow a little better, makes my grenade launcher a little bit better. I even have grenade launcher holsters so that I don't have to reload the grenade launcher when it's stowed away. Kept my stat boosts with Radiant Light and Powerful Friends so that our stats are mostly pretty good. Recovery is a bit lacking, unfortunately. Do wish that was a bit better, but resilience should make up for it a little bit. And this time around, we're going to be running a well-making build as opposed to a charge with light build. Now, I have two ways of making wells and exactly one payoff, but it's a payoff that's a really good one. So, Reaping Well Maker, after activating your class ability, your next weapon final blow spawns a Void Elemental Well. And this one right here. Defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type, which is obviously going to be Void. Then the payoff, Font of Might. Picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type grants a temporary bonus to weapon damage of that same elemental type. Now, this is a pretty significant bonus that is going to be useful because both Laymanarch and Taipan 4FR4 or 4FR are going to be benefiting from that bonus. Ignition Code, not so much, but really all we need is for these two weapons because they're going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. Now, I'm not going to be using Laymanarch for this entire campaign. I also brought along a Graviton Lance as a backup. We're going to be using this one as well. Haven't really used this since the very early days of the Destiny 2 portion of this Let's Play, so it'll be nice to have that one back. And I'll be switching up a couple other things here and there as we go. Yesteryear will also get some use here and there, but we're going to be running Void for the entirety of this campaign. Let's talk about the Void subclass for a little bit before we jump on in, because we haven't yet seen it in at least a very long time. So Night Stalker's been changed up a little bit. We have our original Shadow Shot, which is just Deadfall. It used to be Mobius Quiver, which is still there, but it behaves a little bit differently. Originally, Mobius Quiver was about firing single Shadow Shots really fast, but they were more about impact damage than tethering a bunch of people around in a single section, a bunch of enemies. Deadfall is all about that tethering mechanic. You fire in one spot and everything around it gets suppressed and locked in and takes significant extra damage. That's how Shadow Shots always worked. But now Mobius Quiver is about firing 3 shots that will fan out but can still home in on the same thing. Talk about Orpheus Rig for a moment. Orpheus Rig is an exotic piece of boots that benefits specifically Shadow Shot. On Deadfall, it provides ability energy for each target tethered by Deadfall anchors, which means you're allowed to use that super a lot because you'll get like half your super back if you tether a large group of enemies. Or with Mobius Quiver, you get to fire it twice, significantly buffing the amount of damage this thing does. Honestly, Mobius Quiver with Orpheus Rig is on par with the Arc Super Gathering Storm in terms of damage. It's absolutely insane. Very, very powerful, which is why we're going to be running with this. The last option is Spectral Blades, which is a roaming super that is... You basically use a lot of light attacks to do damage, and you can heavy attack to do additional damage, but also go invis. And basically the point of it is to take out a bunch of enemies, disappear into the shadows after you've created mayhem, reposition, and then take out more enemies. Unfortunately, this has the longest cooldown of the 3, and in PvE is by far the weakest of the 3 supers. It just does not do a whole lot of damage, and for the upcoming campaign, we need that damage, so I am going to be avoiding that. As far as their abilities go, I'm going to have Gambler's Dodge so that I can get back Snare Bomb often. Want to be able to weaken targets by hitting them with that. Triple Jump, which has been pretty much the norm for this entire Let's Play on my Hunter. I have a Vortex Grenade for pulling in enemies and doing additional damage. Let's talk about aspects and fragments. So, Stylish Executioner. Defeating a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target grants invisibility and true sight. Obviously, this can be gotten with Snare Bomb, which you can just straight up kill them with the Snare Bomb or shoot the enemy that has been snared to activate Stylish Executioner. I also have a fragment that goes along with this one, but this gives 2 fragment slots. Our alternative, which is Trapper's Ambush, only gives 1, which is why I'm not going to be running that. Vanishing Step. Dodging makes you invisible. very simple. That's all there really is to it. It just makes my dodge that much better. I can go into the shadows to recuperate and stay invisible for a little while longer. Let's talk about our fragments. Echo of Obscurity, Finisher, Final Blows, Grant Invisibility. This is going to come in handy a lot. In this campaign, enemies are going to be a lot beefier, so I'm actually going to be using Finishers fairly often when this is going to allow me to not only have the recovery boost, but to be able to, again, go into invisibility and get out of danger should danger arise. Echo of Expulsion, Avoid final ability blows cause targets to explode. So I use my grenade or any of my supers, and that is going to cause additional damage that is going to just blow everything up around it. It basically just makes my grenade more potent, more than anything else. Echo of Leeching, melee final blows start health regeneration for you and your nearby allies. This also gives me a resilience bump, which is incredibly nice, but the fact that I can just punch something to get my health back is going to be very useful, especially when I am in the shadows trying to reposition and whatnot. I can use that to my advantage to get additional health. And last but certainly not least is Echo of Instability, defeating targets with grenades, which again I have made very potent with the fragment and the vortex grenade itself, grants a volatile round to your void weapons. Volatile rounds are rounds that will appear whenever you shoot something with void damage on any void weapon, as long as they are active and the timer is going. These volatile rounds will spread to other enemies and explode on the enemies that they're already on to do additional damage. This is another effect that works well with Stylish Executioner. Volatility is just really, really, really good, and to have it on Laymonarch, which already ticks down void damage over time, thus adding to the volatility, this is just overall a really good thing to have access to a lot. So I'm pretty much going to be sticking with these 4 fragments for most of the campaign. Pretty much the only fragment I'd be willing to change to is this one here, which is, this gives my Void Grenade a little bit of a lingering duration. But if I'm going to replace any of these, it's probably going to either be the Echo of Leeching or Echo of Obscurity. Echo of Expulsion and Instability are ones I would much rather keep. So, yeah, that is how our Void Sap class is looking. We got Ignition Code for those blinding grenades, Demolitionist, and Field Prep. Laymonarch is Laymonarch. That's really all there is to that one. And then my Taipan 4FR with Box Breathing is my hardest hitting Void weapon that I've got. All right, guys, let's hit this thing, the Witch Queen. We're going to start with the Arrival. Now, we got a cutscene that's going to play first, and then we're going to actually start the campaign proper. I have a little bit more to go over once that actually begins. But for now, just enjoy.
In times of crisis, people look to their leaders for answers. But ever since the planets were ripped from our sky, it seems all I can offer are more questions. And now, with Mars returned, I hardly know where to start. Where is she?
Your theory was correct. The relic is of the pyramids. There's no doubt.
Word is out about Mars.
I need more time.
The Cabal are mobilizing. We need to... Secure the camp!
It seems they have another target.
What are they aiming at?
Savathun.
All right, now with that cutscene out of the way, there are 2 different variations to this campaign. If you want to just experience the campaign for the story, play through it, have a blast, you're going to want to select Be Brave. This is the standard difficulty that all Destiny campaigns have operated on up to this point. But with Witch Queen, a new difficulty option was added. Become Legend. Rise to a greater challenge in this legendary version of the Witch Queen campaign. Enjoy it alone or with a fire team of friends. You will face harder missions and stronger combatants. Recommended for experienced players with a broad arsenal to draw upon. Now you'll notice that there are actually some rewards that you're going to get out of this. You can get some exotic armor. You can get a gear bundle that is at the soft level cap, which if you are jumping into this game and immediately going into the campaign, that is actually really, really helpful. You don't have to grind it out the long way like I have done thus far up in this Let's Play. You also get yourself some additional upgrade modules and then finally an emblem known as a Higher Truth, proving that you have actually beaten the campaign in this fashion. We are going to be selecting Become Legend. So let's do it. And this also comes with some additional modifiers, negative modifiers that are going to make things a little bit more difficult. Now, some of these are never changing. All enemies are going to be bumped up a little bit. Your effective power is capped as 1350, and I do believe that they make enemies always be 10 power levels above you. They are also going to be more heavily shielded, highly aggressive, and they are going to spawn in greater numbers. Your radar is always disabled, and combatants have more health and are more difficult to stun. It's not quite Iron where they're impossible to stun, but it does make it a little bit harder. And then this particular mission has Fire Pit. When defeated, acolytes spawn fire pools that cause damage over time. So, just going to give you guys an FYI. These missions are not going to be just one episode. These missions are way too long to fit over the course of a single episode. We're going to be splitting these up, especially this one, is seeing as how this episode is already almost done. So keep that in mind as we head on into this. And here we go. Welcome back to Mars, everybody.
Guardian, Eris and I are establishing hidden operations near the cradle. What's your location?
We're in some kind of crop field.
What you see is a window into the Golden Age. Mars has returned with temporal instabilities, and Savathun's presence here is no coincidence.
We believe the reappearance of Mars drove her out of hiding, and our intel says she may be in a weakened state. The Cabal fleet is blocking the flight path onto her ship. We need you to find a way to get up there and track Savathun down.
This may be our only chance to strike.
Let's head on up there and see what this is all about. So there is Savathun's ship. We got a lot of ground to cover, and like I said, things are not going to be easy. I am going to have to put on my A game and play my absolute heart out for this campaign. Not that I say that it's that difficult, but it is difficult nonetheless. Okay, so see the red swords next to all of their health bars. That's how you know that these guys are no joke. Granted, Lamanarch is still a very, very good weapon, so yeah, it is going to do the job for me very nicely through most of this campaign, so that is why I'm going to be using it pretty darn heavily, but we're going to need to be careful here as we deal with things like these Scorpiuses. Oh, okay, yeah, and see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That damage is... It's a lot. It's a lot. So we need to take things very slowly here. So let's see. Where is that Scorpius turret at first? Let's kill him. Those go down, or those are really hard to deal with. Hit you with a grenade so we can blind you a little bit. And that should take care of him, no problem. All right, so he is going to drop a charge, or I believe a wrench of some sort we're going to need to put in. It's a fuel canister. There we go. So we actually can use this as a melee weapon, which is hilarious because it's actually quite effective, even if it is slow. I'm going to actually demonstrate this on these Scions here really quickly. But if you can get in range of them, which they are running away from me, there we go. Just give them a little whack, and you'll actually be able to take care of them no problem. But because these guys are being stubborn, I am just going to pull out my weapons and deal with them all that way. All right, let's jump away from that and put this fuel canister in so we can move on. So I will at the very least make it aboard the Cabal ship before we call this an episode, just because I know there was a lot of explaining at the start of this one. We'll make this one just a little bit longer than normal.
The Cabal are setting up a giant cannon. I have an idea. Head inside and get me to a console.
Can do. All right, so let's start taking all these guys out from a distance. Shouldn't, like I said, not going to be too difficult with Lamanarch at our side, especially if I can land my headshots. That would be great. There is some heavy. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to have some big enemies that are going to start spawning up in the windows, so we need to be very careful with them. Nice thing with the Phalanx is you can still get the void explosions even off of the weak spots on their shields. So not going to complain about that. I am going to actually hit that thing just to do a little bit of extra damage on this guy. Come on, there we go. That should deal with him, no problem. He definitely dropped an engram. Let's head on inside. Okay, we got a few more. But I'm going to get a volatile going here soon. In fact, I think I'll do it right here. Although maybe I should have waited. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, possibly should have waited, but that's okay.
Let's see how this cannon works. I heard Savathun went into hiding thanks to the Awoken Queen, Marasav. So why is she showing herself again so soon? Seems too reckless for a god of cunning.
Let's see what we can do. So we're able to get True Sight going. That's why we want those smoke grenades. That is a very nice combo to have. Hit him with that really quickly. There we go. Just keep knocking him out with that. Oh, gosh. You know, if I had the catalyst on this thing with Unrelenting, it would be so much better. So I'm going to have to be really careful in how I prioritize using this thing. I have to step off that middle spot every once in a while just so I don't get myself killed here. Jeez. All right, let's go invis for a moment. All right, what are you doing down there? Get out of here, man. Okay, hold on. I want that well. Thank you very much. Okay, who's left? You're up. You're up here. Okay, there comes the big guy. So we need to get rid of him next. Let me hit him with that. That's what I wanted. Oh, that is why I brought that linear fusion along. Good stuff. Okay. And I think what a jump that was for you only to just land in the middle section and not actually go anywhere. Get out of here. Thank you. All right, I think we got everything I needed to get. Let me actually go out here and grab a couple engrams.
We need fuel, power, and projectile control. You'll be the projectile, of course.
Oh, good.
I know what you're thinking, but trust me, this will work. My plans always work.
That's what he says anyway. All right, let's start fighting our way through all of these Cabal here, one after another. It's really not too bad, but once you start to get up onto those blocks where you have to start grabbing fuel cells, this is where things get a little bit more on the difficult side. So I'm going to head up here, and there are going to be a lot of Colossus to deal with, so keep that in mind. See if I can get some good damage on this thing. Okay, that's what I'm worried about, is I missed my shot. Come on, there we go. I'm going to hit that. All right, where is that Colossus at? I know he's around here somewhere. I might need to kill off this this guy here first. Come on. Oh, don't you dare be shooting those at me. Crap. Oh, freaking stupid Cabal ship. Okay, hold on. We're fine. Stop shooting. Oh, of course, you're here too. Go away. Thank you. Now, I'm going to hit you with that. That's right, I'm still trying to get these vault keys because I haven't been really using grenade launchers all that often. Hold on a moment. I am going to toss this up here to then suck all of those in so I can get some volatile rounds going. That is what I like to see. Beautiful. Okay, come on. Come on, we can keep hitting them with those volatile rounds. There we go. Beautiful. Don't move. Okay, yeah, stay all invisible for a second there, please. And now that we got those going, I can get Stylish Execution going. I'm going to hit him with another blinding grenade. And that should do it. All right, beautiful. So now we have the wrench. If we can actually pick it up, thank you very much. And that's the thing we move a lot slower with than we did even with the fuel lines. So take this and plug it in. You're going to have Scions harassing you while you try to do that. So hurry up if you can, or just drop it and deal with the Scions. But now we have the other side to deal with. So we'll get rid of them next. Where are the other Scions at? They're all over here somewhere. I'm going to blow them up if I can. Come on, get out of here. Oh, no, you don't. You know what? I'm actually going to use a finisher on you just so that I can go invis for a moment. Thank you very much. Now, as for all of you guys, I'm going to chuck that down in there. Go invis again. There we go. All right, there are some... Okay, woo! Barely got behind that in time. Why is that immune? I don't understand that at all for even a okay. Go away. I thought I killed you already. Move out of the way. Oh, gosh. We're fine. Hit him. Thank you. Go invis. There's another Legionnaire that was sneaking up on me. Now I can pick up this wrench. Okay, keep moving. Keep moving. We're almost there. Holy crap. Hi there, Scion. Yeah, I'm not too worried about you. Don't launch me in the air. Ah. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Open the fuel line. Thank you. Okay. Throw that grenade down. I missed, and I blinded myself because I thought I had my lemon arc out, not the grenade launcher. My bad. Move away from that grenade. Okay, keep moving. Who is left up here? I honestly don't know, but I'm going to kill that Legionnaire. There, I think there's another one shooting at me. There's a couple of them shooting at me. I don't know where the other shots are coming from, but we're going to keep moving. We are going to keep moving. I'm going to chuck that smoke down there. Come on. Let's weaken you really quickly. I was not able to get true sight in time because the smoke wore off on the weaken effect, unfortunately, before I got to it. But we're going to keep going. Just moving our way across the field here. Hit him with that. That should be more than enough. Beautiful. I'll take a crate. Why not? All right, we got one more fun room. So this time we're going to have to get rid of some orange bar scions as we go through here. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good place for me to use my first round of supers. So I think I am going to do that here in a second. All right, I'm going to get you all with that. And then as for the other group, I'm just going to fire it actually all the way over there because I know for a fact that's where they're going to probably end up spawning at. I probably could have gotten a third shot out, but oh well. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot it's 2 as the base and 3 normally, but I didn't really take advantage of that. Here, have that, please. Okay, thank you. All right, let's start using those volatile rounds to our advantage. If you guys cannot hide from me, thank you very much. Come on. There we go. Not bad. Just keep taking them out. I want to say a big guy spawns in here any moment now. Got to watch out for him. There he is. He's over on this balcony. Oh, come on. Get rid of you. Beautiful. All right, and now, if I can just head my way across here, we can open this up. Activate that generator. Oh, what even bounced me? I don't even know what that was. Something. All right, well, we're going to keep moving. Okay, there we go. We're moving, we're moving. Stay back. Oh, that was a bad shot. There we go. Yes, that's what I like to see. Okay, I think everything is dead in here. I will head down that hatch in the next episode because that is going to be it for this one. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Destiny. This campaign is a really, really good one, and I am so excited to show you guys more of it. But it's a doozy, so buckle up. We're in it for the long haul. Guys, I will see you all in the next one.